I've started to actually disassemble the whole vehicle from the rear end. I've taken this, oh my goodness, these things are heavy. Yeah, they're heavy. They actually came off from right here. Taking off this side already. And I'm gonna, you see this, yeah, you seen this metal warped right here? Yeah, it's not like that over there. It bent the rear tire, or the spare tire, the spare rim. The tire got busted open. This rear left driver wheel got cambered out. Somebody hit this Range Rover really hard, because if you think about it, look, it sticks out this far in, so it should be from right here. And just look how far my hand goes. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be disassembling it and see where we're at. All right, I'll catch y'all later. I got bad news and I got good news. The bad news is that I cannot take this crash bar. This crash bar is actually welded onto these two pillars that lead back to the suspension and lead back to the subframe. These pillars right here. This one's actually, oh yeah. Like I said before, this one's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that one, but I mean, like, this whole piece is actually, I think, might be, could be, possibly welded to the subframe of this vehicle. So, yeah, that's completely bad. But that's the bad news, that I can't take this off. The good news is that I supposedly found somebody that has one of these actually porting out. So the whole rear end is actually available. So I can possibly chop things up and get them welded back on, you know, by the body shop and everything. But we will find out and see if they really do, because they said, oh, let me get some time so I can actually remove all those parts for you and come back next week on Friday. So I'm like, all right, that sounds really sketch. If not, then this is going to be a really expensive project. If I have to go through eBay and if I have to go through all these dismantlers and everything like that, then it's going to be a very expensive project, a very expensive build. And if it's going to be in a very expensive build, just know that I'm going to enjoy this vehicle, because for once it's supercharged. Yes, supercharged sport Range Rover. So it has a supercharger in that engine. As you can tell, I pressure washed all the mats. For some reason, this mat had the actual penetrated area. I don't know why. I guess she might have had some high heels or something, but nonetheless, you know what? We got that taken care of. We got these actual trunk pieces actually pressure washed as well. They're just drying right now within the sun, because I just finished them right now. Well, what I gotta do is get the rest of the floor, which is the passenger side, because I got everything from the rear. I got the driver's side, I got the trunk. I just haven't got the actual passenger side because I haven't been able to get access to it. Now that we got the vehicle away, we're actually able to get this thing. All right, there we go. Now we're able to clean it up. The last part, and then we're gonna be going and attacking the dang leather, because the leather is so soft in this car. It's like you're like legit sitting on clouds. It's really ridiculous, because it is so soft. Like the second that you sit on this, it's it's so ridiculous, bro. I've never felt leather so soft like this in my life. I promise you. And I've had BMWs, I had Mercedes, I had like other luxury cars too, and the leather was never like this. Never. It's really crazy. Because the second that you sit on there, you feel like you're sitting on a cloud. It's really weird. And these are not the sports seats either. These are not the best seats. But the fact that they're actually created like this, it's really amazing.